Can you just talk about when you guys had the idea to adapt the Dallas storyline and when the idea for season two even came along?
The season two storyline, the adaptation, they Gerard and Gabriel had already done volume two of the graphic novel, right? So I had that as a starting point, as a springboard. It was, there's a lot of nonlinear storytelling in that graphic novel. So I had to sort of narrow it down to sort of a 10-day setting that could work. So I was able to say, the time around the killing of Kennedy was a very tumultuous time
Hmm.
of geopolitical politics between the Soviet Union and America. There was big issues with civil rights then. So it was really an interesting time period. I thought, this is the 10 days I care about, really, for the storytelling.
And just off of that, firstly, who came up with the idea to have Klaus's, spoiler alert, who came up with the idea to have Klaus's telekinesis be them carrying him, like the souls carrying? I thought that was an interesting concept, just right off the bat.
I can't remember. We just talked about it. It was just a fun way of sort of doing different things with Klaus, that he has tricks up his sleeve, Klaus. There's things he can do that people don't know about.
And speaking of the linear storytelling, can you just talk about what it was like since they were all kind of dispersed throughout time? What was it like just storytelling, trying to make sure that nothing got too confused or anything like that? Because I thought it was told perfectly.
Thank you. Well, it wasn't in the graphic novel. I just came up with that conceit because I didn't want them all to arrive together at the same time. I wanted to complicate it. So I thought, if they arrive in the same place, but just in different years and times, they would assume that the other parts of their family members are dead, and they'd have to find each other. So it was a great conceit, and also allowed them to sort of develop new lives to complicate coming back together. For example, Allison's married to Ray Chestnut now, so it's not so easy to say, I'm going back with you. Like, she has a whole life. Klaus has thousands of worldwide followers to his ridiculous cult. So, I wanted to make it not only amusing, but also complicated for them to actually regroup as a family.
And with this new season, can you talk about Lila's vision? Because I thought she was a great character, great member to the cast. So what was it like? What was the idea to bring her into the mix?
Well, I love Ritu's lovely actor, and she was really great addition. I wanted to see that there were more than just the 43. Sorry, that there's more that we know of the 7 characters,
Right.
but we said in the beginning there's 43 of them. I wanted to meet another 43, and I wanted our characters to learn that they may not be alone in the universe, that there are others like them because they don't know. So that's how I wanted to use Lila. Plus, she has a connection to another character that I thought was really interesting to connect those pieces together.
All right, so this is going to be just the complete spoiler. Like I got a couple minutes left, completely spoilers. So
great.
That final scene, what the hell? What can you talk about that? What was that?
Well, I can't tell you where it's going, though I do know where it's going. But it's a great moment when the family thinks, well, we've stopped the doomsday, we've stopped the apocalypse, everything's back to normal, and suddenly their dad's sitting there. And remember, from the first go around, their dad wasn't alive. So that's the first thing. They meet Ben, who seems to be alive, slightly different. And then they're told that this is the Sparrow Academy, that this isn't their home anymore, is a great cliffhanger. And I can't tell you any more than that, other than know that it's going to be a great season 3 if we get one.
Oh, you can't end it like that, man. Yeah, you guys better get a season 3. So another thing with Lila's character, when it was revealed that she actually had powers, what was the decision to make it that she can mimic other people's powers? Like, how did y'all land on that?
I wanted to do a character. I came up with the idea that she could do whatever anyone else could do, but she wasn't any stronger, but she could mimic them, and that's a really powerful ability, to be able to take others' powers. But it's limited for her. She can only do it for so long, just like they can. But I thought it was just a badass way to go for her, that she can take what they're putting down and picking up and do the same thing back to them.
And the last question, Harlan. What can you talk about Vani and Harlan's powers, and can you just talk about Harlan and how that came about as well? Because that was a complete. I did not see the left turn. I did not see that coming at all.
Well, that's great. We've done our job well if you didn't see it coming. But we're playing that. Obviously, Vanya accidentally gave Harlan something of who she is, of her power. Wanted to remove it, but I don't think she had just succeeded in that goal. And clearly, we may go somewhere with that in the next season, because Harlan's spinning that little bird at the very end.
Yep. Oh man, I just love this season. You left so many cliffhangers, man. I'm so excited. But I just want to say thank you for talking with us, and I can't wait for the rest of the people to see this when it drops.
I'm thrilled you're a fan. Thank you very much.